Hello, friends. Alive. Join up if you want.
Good day, my beautiful friends. Sebastian, you're first again. I think that's the third time in a row. Hey, Crikey, close, Crikey. Great to see you back, Crikey. And Sebastian. Divar, great to see you. It was supposed to be two, but somehow got split up to three. Emily,
Don't yell at me. Mom, your hair looks really messy. Can I comb it?
Roll. Aye. Aye, cho.
Apparently, the first streetcar in that chain reaction crash lost power on an incline and rolled backwards, hit the second streetcar that was about 30 meters behind it, and then the third streetcar sandwiched into the back. This happened early this morning. There is word that one passenger was hurt in this. The pileup put a big kink into a busy commuter route in Toronto.
Here's a simulation of what it looks like when a
Everybody, here we go. Johnny, make sure she's clear on the other side. Yes, clear.
Now that's a traffic.
Good evening. We have a City News exclusive off the top of our newscast tonight. The TTC is investigating what they call a serious incident after City News showed them a video sent to us by one of our viewers. It's a subway driving with the doors wide open in at least one car. City News viewer Kamal sending us this video telling us it was shot just before 6:30 tonight as the train went over the Bloor Street Viaduct. He claims the door malfunctioned at Castle Frank. A TTC employee tried to fix it unsuccessfully. The train later took off for Broadview with the doors open. Now, the TTC wouldn't go on camera tonight, but spokesperson Brad Ross did tell City News in an email, quote, "This is incredibly serious and we will investigate."
Hold the doors first. Yeah, you try to shoot, huh?
Now, this has happened before. The TTC issued an apology back in March of 2013 after the doors popped open while a train was in the tunnel approaching DuPont. In that incident, a TTC staff member accidentally opened the door. And later that same week, the doors flew open while the train was moving between Queen and King. Once again, human error was to blame. And there was another embarrassing incident 3 years prior to that. A criminal investigation was launched after a southbound train between Eglinton and St. Clair went there with the doors wide open. The TTC later determined that the doors had been tampered with.
Well, this is a scene on Spadina Avenue at Front Street during rush hour. Traffic backed up as far as the eye can see, really at a standstill. And these buses here are meant to replace the 510 Spadina streetcar, which went out of service as of yesterday. The TTC says this is to accommodate a number of different projects.
1, 2,
Those
3.
projects not
Jesus.
expected to be completed until the
Look
end
how many
of
there were.
December.
We have some work at Spadina Station to allow for future expansion of the platform inside. That will allow for more streetcars. We've got some work between College and the station along the right-of-way, so the overhead and track. And then again, on the south side near Queens Quay, we've got some track and overhead work being done there north to King Street.
It means on this typically busy stretch of road, the 510 streetcar is being replaced by buses both ways on Spadina, between Spadina Station and Queens Quay West. There's also no 510 streetcar service to or from Union Station. Instead, you'll have to transfer between the replacement buses and 509 Harbourfront streetcars at Queens Quay West. The TTC says it's beefing up service on the 509 to handle the influx of passengers. All this has some commuters giving up on transit altogether.
So much more time with the traffic. It's better if I just walk to Union Station. I'd get there much faster if I walk.
Usually I can get where I need to go within half an hour, but now I have to take the 509 to, I don't know what that is. But then I have to walk up here, so taking almost double the time, I would say.
According to the TTC, Spadina is regularly within the top 3 busiest routes, with roughly 35,000 passengers being moved per day. In order to accommodate the volume, the agency says at peak times there will be roughly 3 buses for every 1 streetcar that's lost.
What we're suggesting to people is that they look at alternatives like Line 1 or like Bathurst. So we'll have enhanced service on Bathurst.
This comes at a time when multiple construction projects, including the Ontario Line and lane closures on the Gardiner, have left Toronto in a traffic chokehold.
I walk everywhere because of this particular problem. It's really bad. I think it's getting worse.
It's a complete disaster. I voluntarily don't drive in Toronto. I definitely try to avoid taking anything that isn't the subway these days, because living right on Queen as I do, sometimes it's just gridlocked in every direction as far as the eye can see.
Why now?
Well, there's never a perfect time to do these projects. We work very closely with the city to coordinate these works. We were aware of the Gardiner closure. They were aware of our need to do work. But the reality is that we have to do this work in order to keep the system running in a state of good repair.
Now, the TTC says it will be monitoring how things are running
Thank
over
you.
the next
Thank
few
you.
weeks and months, and making changes where necessary to see if they can improve traffic flow in downtown Toronto. Erica Natividad, City News.
That's stupid.
Front during afternoon rush hour twice. The first time was by streetcar. Then I took the replacement buses now running on Spadina. And let me tell you, the transit corridor was a thankless gift. The 3.5 kilometers on a streetcar took me only
Thank you, Evan. Let's see who got them. Let's see who got them. Let's see who got them. Oops, I can hear myself. Howja and HL both got them. Congrats. And I'm gonna switch back to this one. Oh, I cannot because I just that for some reason. Oops. And then if you wanted to join, you may join. Well, I can not this. Oh, because I canceled it.
27 minutes. But by bus, guys, where do I even begin?
You just learned a couple minutes ago that this is down till December and you're going to have to be joining buses on regular traffic.
And that's actually devastating because that's why I get to work every day and I hate the bus. And the reason that I like living here is because I don't have to take the bus because the bus sucks.
The commute wasn't bad until we reached King Street. That's where we idled for almost a half hour before barely inching past the intersection.
Finally! Oh no.
Riders knew the drill. Even the driver did. The doors opened and people got off to walk After a while, I was the only one left on the bus with my new pal behind the wheel.
Just me and an empty bus. Everybody else got off and walked. It's you and me, man.
From King to get to Front Street alone took more than half an hour. Guys, that's only 350 meters. Cyclists, families with babies, and even older people were passing by faster. I almost got off myself and walked.
Okay, so he's trying to go right, he's trying to go left, and he's trying to go right. He's like, you're not moving anytime soon.
To get to Queens Quay was another half hour. At this point, I could have watched a whole movie.
2 hours.
Guys, I was on the Spadina replacement bus for 106 minutes.
Finally out. Bye.
All right, folks, here are my 2 cents. Walk. I'm not talking from Fort York. I'm not even talking from Front Street. I'm talking from Spadina Station at Bloor. Just walk.
But there's also more than one bus that you could take. The Streetcar, the 511 and the 509. You could go to Union, legit. It's like not even half an hour from you. I actually never watched this. Let's watch it. Why can't I take a look at Stupid. There we go.
Are you Johnny Strides?
That's me.
Oh my goodness, no way.
Do you want to be on a live stream?
Sure. Hey guys, what's going on? It's crazy the Science Center's closed, right?
Friday, right? Hopefully not.
I hope so. Like, I hope people keep doing rallies and stuff, and then eventually Doug Ford's gonna be like, fine, we'll reopen it. You know, it's crazy it's closed because, you know, what I really liked about the Science Center is I kind of saw it as a kid. It's just kind of like a fun playground to go to. But what I really loved about it is that it was functional at the same time. So the fact that it's closed, it's like, come on, man, right?
Yeah. And there's a look at the not yet opened Science Center station, which is on the Eglinton Crosstown LRT. And that will also be serving as the northern terminus for the Ontario line. And that one won't be open for at least a decade or so.
Why does
and ironically, it's located right around the corner and named after the now permanently closed Ontario Science Center. And hello there, it is Tuesday, June 25th. The time is 12:09 p.m. and I think it's around 23 degrees Celsius. And the skies are threatening rain. And on Friday, the province dropped an absolute bombshell, announcing the immediate closure of the Ontario Science Center. So I thought for this one, we'll head over there and see what state the facility is in at the moment. I believe it's all fenced off. This here is Eglinton Avenue, I almost said west, Eglinton Avenue East. And that's the intersection of Eglinton and Don Mills just over there. And the Science Center is just south of that intersection on Don Mills. And quite conveniently, the Don Valley Parkway, a major highway, is just off to the east of here. Which is a rather convenient access point for visitors to the Science Center. But this station was to have opened years ago. And I'll spare you all the details of the Crosstown LRT debacle. But it is being built by Metrolinx along with the Ontario line. And the neighborhood just to the south of here is Flemington Park. I did a walk through there several years ago. Perhaps I'll have to go revisit that neighborhood. And just to the southwest of that is the Thorncliffe Park neighborhood. And this parcel of land just north of Eglinton may be connected to the closure of the Science Center. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. And I'm curious what Metrolinx's plans are, or the city's plans are for this parcel of land. This is a major intersection. I would assume there's some kind of development plan for this field, or at least a park. And you can see they've painted on a bike lane in front of the LRT station, but good luck feeling safe riding on this. The bike lanes aren't yet officially open, as there's no continuous bike lane along Eglinton as of yet, to be completed at a later date. It looks like there's another entrance to the crosstown as part of this complex. But the Science Center is just south of here. And way off in the distance, forming a pretty impressive skyline, is my neighborhood. That is Midtown Toronto, around Yonge and Eglinton.
Hi, Judy.
This sidewalk is very much a work in progress. And the only other major attraction around here, I think, would be the Aga Khan Museum, which is just off in that direction. I wonder what Metrolinx's plans are for the names of these stations. Or I guess they're both Science Center Station. Metrolinx isn't exactly a champion of good land use, taking up of a major intersection for what's effectively an entrance to an underground streetcar. Why wouldn't this just be an entrance to an underground tunnel that connects over there? Is beyond me. That's the way every other city does it. Oh, there's a car just reversing down the street. I don't know if I picked that up. But it'll sure be nice if and when the day comes when this thing actually opens. All right, it looks like there's a sidewalk diversion just up ahead. And the Science Center opened back in December of 1969. And as mentioned, it was closed on Friday. And it was a gift to the people of Ontario on the occasion of Canada's centennial. And it was one of the first of its kind and one of the most influential public science centers in the world. I remember going to one in South Korea and thinking it was quite similar. Since opening, it's had over 52 million visitors. And it's won a number of international and museum awards. And it's known for its architectural significance. And it featured several hundred interactive and passive permanent exhibits. I think something in the neighborhood of 500, featuring geology, the science of nature, astronomy, music, technology. There was sports, human anatomy, communication, and various fields of science. I was looking to big parking lot that backs onto a ravine that features the Don River, so it's quite a beautiful location naturally. The Don River Recreational Trail runs alongside the park through E.T. Seton Park, or runs alongside the Science Center, just over there. I think there's even a public 9-hole golf course just off in that direction. I wouldn't be surprised to see some media trucks out covering it. I remember coming here on several school trips. It was always a highlight and a place we seem to go annually. I remember there being an earthquake-proof bridge that you could jump on. There was a sports section where it would measure the speed of your fastball. One of those Van de Graaff spheres you could put your hand on and then your hair would raise. It was always a very popular attraction. But a year ago, the province announced its intentions to close the Science Centre and move it south down to Ontario Place, which is on the waterfront, in a facility that would be much smaller, in fact, about the size. Coincidentally, that's an area where it's obligated to build a massive parking structure, very large privately owned spa. It had grifted away some of the Ontario Place land too. And the newer facility wouldn't have a planetarium or immersive forest or any of the unique features that are unique to this particular Science Centre. And the reason for the closure is the government said there was an engineering report that said the roof was in danger of collapsing. Parking, $12. There's still someone working as a parking attendant, but there is the structure. Oop. The designer of the structure was on record saying shortly before they passed away, this is designed to last 250 years. And the province is blaming the type of concrete construction used. However, I think there's over 300 public institutions built around the same time using that same type of concrete. And it's come out that the repairs needed to keep it open in the interim would only be around $10 million. Okay, let's shutter the whole thing and lay off a bunch of people, no doubt, in the process. There has been an enormous backlash against the closure of the Science Centre. And the premier of the province made part of his platform that he wouldn't close or wouldn't develop the Greenbelt. And then he announced, sure enough, that the Greenbelt would be developed. And that was met with significant public backlash. And they ended up walking back that decision. And it seems this might be on course for a similar level of outrage. There's a group called SaveScienceCenter.com, not Save the Science Center, just SaveScienceCenter.com, where you can go for more information on the closure of this building. I have not been here in a very long time. I did have plans to go there later this year and record a walkthrough. What's interesting, and there's a user, UVIOL, who made a post that's gained a lot of traction saying, the grift goes like this. The Science Center opened in 1969. It was designed to last 250 plus years. And 5 years ago, a developer with very close family ties to Doug Ford bought 60 plus acres adjacent to the Science Center. I believe that was the De Gasperis family. And that is the land where that new building is, if I'm not mistaken, just north of Eglinton. Around that time, or shortly after, Ford announced the last stop on the new Ontario subway line would be where else but the Science Center. And this week, Ford closes the Science Center immediately as it will be repurposed. The engineering said the Science Center needs maintenance. Not that it needs to be closed. Nothing suspicious there. And as soon as they announced closure, construction and demolition equipment were already on the site. And Ford, never known to be fast-moving, unveils and executes a plan to turn a world-class Ontario icon into condos on a Friday, then disappears before anyone can answer the phone at Queen's Park. Oh, this is all fenced off, but I'm going to try to take a picture of this. I was hoping we could get a little closer of a look. I'm sure they're used to people walking around here with their cameras quite often recently. I believe up ahead was the world's largest hydraulophone. It's a musical instrument where sound is generated hydraulically. Oh, they've got a cop. Good to know public resources are paying for a police officer to stand on guard. Oh, there's the hydraulophone. And there's an Omnimax theater right behind it. IMAX being a Canadian invention. I believe this houses the last still functioning, or I guess it was still functioning, planetarium in the province. The McLaughlin Planetarium was famously closed quite recently. Oh. It says private property, no trespassing. There's some security guards letting someone out. There was a rally at Wells Hill Park near Bathurst and St. Clair Saturday, and there will probably be more in the future. Again, check SaveScienceCenter.com. Again, that's the Flemington Park neighborhood. And I think there was a mention by City Councilor Josh Matlaw that the city should take over operation and maintenance of the Science Center. And I think the employees are still coming in as they need to move a lot of the exhibits and valuables into storage. That might be why there's still people coming and going from the car park.
Thank you for the membership. JD got it. Oh, JD's here as well, right? So I'm gonna chat. There he is. So, got JD.
It's just rather convenient that a government that wanted to downsize and relocate the Science Center to a much less convenient location conveniently has another excuse to move it a year later after that one wasn't very popular with the public. I think people are seeing right through this particular reason. But this is a government spending billions building a highway. We don't need 3. They sold off the green belt and then walked it back. People seem to vote for them regardless of what they do. They're relatively scandal-proof, so I guess what's another one?
I'm now. Hey, we might have to check your channel out too. Oh. Why does it look so laggy? Why does it do this? All the
All right, so I'll be boarding the Line 2 shuttle bus, number 1015. That's the Orion OG Hybrid. That's operating out of the Mount Dennis Division. And it's operating between Islington and Kipling stations, as there is no subway service on Line 2 between Kipling and Islington, I think due to a fire investigation at Islington. So that's why we have so many frequent Line 2 shuttle buses operating, adding a high frequency service. My bus. Let's go.
And myself out. Anytime, hold on. I went to Buenos City.
Thank you.
I'm good, Jennifer. How are you? I'm not doing anything.
So here I am at Kipling Station on the busway platforms. There's like so many buses. During the remainder of the closure between Kipling and Islington on line 2.
Hello.
You know you're getting your shots today. You're not going to like me soon. Right, cutie. What a cutie going for her shots today. Big girl. Big girl. Hi, baby. Oh, baby. Here we are, baby. Almost at the Humane Society. Okay, thank you for your help.
No, I haven't gone over. We have some carefree meds just for awareness for the first little bit.
You just get such twice a day. It's easy to get free bottle on the street or something.
Is there anything about?
We'll just give you the rest.
Oh.
So we'll be there something.
Hey, baby. All right, come on, man.
Sorry about the wait.
No worries. What's the best way? On here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm Matt, I'm one of the technicians.
Baby's getting her shots today. Yeah. Baby.
If you can move the carrier to the ground.
Oh, sure. Hey, Muzzy. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's a scale?
It is.
Cool.
It's a 2.9.
Hey, baby. It's almost over. You're being a good girl. Look at you. Look at you. There you go. Good girl.
Yeah, this is gonna be my face.
And we're done.
Wow, I need to work on this. Send out a massive enough total of this thing. It's gonna take me longer to do everything.
Good night.
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy.
Good night.
Well, let's see when the bus is coming. 6 minutes. Good girl, Muzzy. Good girl. All right, good girl. Hey, Muzzy.
Jumps right out. You.
Staying guard. There you go, baby. A little sleepy? Yeah, they say you're going to be a little sleepy and your appetite's not going to be all that great for a couple days. But you're looking good.
Hopefully we have a baby soon. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, DoorDash Days. My name is Dawn and I'm heading out for another dash. If you watched my last video, you saw that my day was cut short because we had a loss of a friend. So I cut my day short and I took a couple of days off. I'm back at it and I am not in my home state of Rhode Island. Today I will be dashing in the Bangor, Maine area.
You know you.
Hopefully we have a baby soon. Hello everyone. One's under contract. We have a $13.75, 8.6 miles, 2 items at Sally Beauty Supply. I'm gonna take that one. And we're about 4 minutes from Sally's. Let's see, what are we picking up? Lime Crime Unicorn Hair, full coverage, semi-permanent milky hair color, and elastics. I've never shopped at Sally Beauty Supply, so I'm hoping. Hopefully have a baby soon.
I'm ending it now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be live tomorrow, probably. To make a video. Make a live stream tomorrow.
Ooh, is this a good luck sign? Alright, I'm looking for this slime kit. Okay, so no more slime kit, but there's this other stuff. Let's see if they want it. It's a deep blue.
Hey guys, I'm actually leaving. Peace. Be live tomorrow at probably 12. No, 3 p.m. Probably 4 p.m. I'm not gonna live at all. So it'll be driving soon again. Bye. Yoink.